Well, hello everyone. This is Robin Carter with Robin's Creations. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Flower Mound, Texas. And today is October, let me double check, 17th, 2024. And today I'm here to do an unboxing of the October Paper Pumpkin Kit. It came in my mailbox just a few minutes ago, so I'm going to do that unboxing after I share just a few bit of specials going on at Stampin' Up! So yesterday, if you were interested in any close to my heart products, all of those products are going to be 30% off while supplies last. That sale started yesterday, so if any of those are on your list, be sure and get those while they are still available. Also, there is a Stampin' Up! Joining a starter kit bonus. So if you have ever thought about being a demonstrator, whether that's starting your own business or being a hobby demonstrator, which is how I started out 15 years ago, then there is a great special going on where you get an additional $30 worth of products for the regular starter kit price of $99. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out to me. I would love for you to join my team. And one more thing going on is the subscription period for the next paper pumpkin. So let me switch down to hands-free, but first let me thank those of you that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for your support. I need about 30 more of you guys to subscribe to reach 3,800. So if you could be a part of helping me do that, I would greatly be appreciative for that. So let me switch to hands down so I can share the box. Okay, so the only thing I have done is taken off the outside wrapper, and my box did get a little bit of damage, but I'm not that concerned about that. Hopefully the products are okay. It just looks like it had a dent in the box. But going on now is the subscription period for the November Paper Pumpkin Kit. It's going to include 8 of these cute little stockings here, you can see, and it's going to have some tags to go along with those. And then also here is the peek at the December. I won't read over all that. And also still available are the Merry Tags and more dies. These are add-ons for this last quarter of Paper Pumpkin Kits, although they're not exclusively, you just have to use them there. I have bought all 3 quarters so far, or all 4 quarters so far, and found they're very versatile to use throughout any kit or projects that I'm working on. A couple weeks ago they said they were halfway through their supply of these, so you might want to grab those while they're still available. The item number is 165639. And if you do not have a demonstrator, I still have the October host code going on. There is a link in the video description box how you can easily shop with that host code. And that is all the information I have to share before we get started. So like I said, I've only taken off the label, and this is my address paper. Put that aside because we're going to use that. And then I'm going to get out some of my favorite things. I have this larger, almost 10 by 7 envelope that I store my kits in. And then any small components I store in these 5 by 7 ones. Now, as you can see, they're taking a beating. I use these a lot. And then I also have the 3 by 5. So these are part of my favorite things. They're things that Stampin' Up! Does not sell, but it helps me keep all my projects organized and helps me keep from losing them. So let's get into the good stuff. We have, looks like some wide tear-in tape. And then the Stampin' Spot for this month is Shaded Spruce. And then here is the stamp set. Now, before we do anything else, we want to always test our stamp set, because whether you're going to work on this kit right away or not, you need to test your stamps, because Stampin' Up! Can only guarantee their products that you could get a replacement for 90 days. So you would hate to get started on this later and one of your stamps be defective and not be able to get the stamp set. So first, what I want to do is ink it up with Versamark. Now, I just took off the thin, flimsy plastic from the stamps, and I'm going to hit them with Versamark. Versamark is just a sticky, clear ink, and it's often used for embossing, but it also helps your photopolymers for the ink to stick. So I'm just going to do it like that. All right, and then I just went ahead and brought over a full-size ink pad just for ease of doing this. If this is your first kit, you could obviously do this with your little spruce spot. And the hardest thing is to get all of this inked with it not being on a block and pick it up. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp it on my label. This is not the smooth basic white paper, so I don't expect a perfect image. I just want to make sure that all of the little edges are cut out right and that I can read my sentiments. Okay, and that's also going to help go over that with you. Look at this cute cardinal. So I'm glad we got a bird for this kit. And then we have a Merry and a Christmas. And yes, those are separate stamps. So you'll be able to mix and match, or maybe use the Merry add-on die. And then this Christmas, we have Happy Holidays, Joyful Thoughts to You this season. And of course, like I said, the cardinal looks like some berries, some splatter, and a nice little evergreen leaf. So I'm glad we have a bird and some other imagery to use to help when I make my alternatives. So let me close up this ink pad and let me clean off my stamps. Now, my chamois are dry. I know they tend to be dry. So I'm just going to give this a squirt of water. And if you have a paper towel, you're just going to want to damp blot, not rub. Otherwise, it may get all over your stamped images. So that's not quite dry, but I'm going to go ahead and just set this aside so we can get started. I'll hit this later with my chamois or Stampin' Scrub. But let me put this in one of my little goodie bags so I don't lose it, because it's all clear. And I'm going to put the tape in there, and I don't really want to put the ink spot in there. I think I already have one of those, but that's okay. That'll be a nice juicy one. So here's our stamps. Here's the box. Now we have some nice red tissue, which if you want to recycle that towards Christmas gifts, then you have some red tissue. All right, so here is how it comes. If you're brand new to Paper Pumpkin, if you flip it over, you will see the instruction sheets. Okay, and look, they're really cute how they're made as is. So I'll be interested to see what I come up with to expand the kit. So let's get some scissors. Now, when I open this, I always tell people, open up along where there is no product, so you don't accidentally cut up your product. That thick white cardboard is good for that. And sometimes it's easier than others. Okay, there we go. All right, so here is some dimensionals, nice big sheet of that, and some red ribbon. Let's take a look at that and see if it's just strips or if it's a roll. Looks like it's already cut for us. So let's see. Yes, it is. Look, it's already cut. So you don't even have to cut your ribbon for this kit. And it looks like it's real red. So let's put this in here with the other goodies. And the Stampin' Dimensionals, looks like there are no glue dots, but we got this nice thick piece of tear and tape. Look at these envelopes. Aren't they gorgeous? Let's see. They appear to be all the same. I don't know if this shows, but it looks like a shaded spruce foiled. It has a green tint to it, foiled along here. And let's check. The insides are blank. So if I'm going to use the envelopes for any alternatives, it will be this front and or this flap. So, but they are gorgeous. All right, so there are, should be 9, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of these actually, because there's only 2 card designs. And the envelopes do fit in here, this big envelope too. Okay, these pretty die cuts. So this is nice. Already a colored cardinal for us. I think he is quite larger than the stamp, obviously. Here is the comparison of that. Yeah, so he's quite a bit larger, which is fine. I'm just glad we have a little cardinal to use. I know all the paper pumpkin stamps are supposed to fit on a D box anyway, but he is gorgeous. And then some greenery to use, already done. And then this little bird is with this bit of greenery. I'm just going to go ahead and punch at least one sheet out. I'm kind of confused by him because he's not touching anything. We'll see what we can do with that. All right, and then this bird is on this little branch. That is interesting. Not that. I'm still looking at this bird going, he's not touching anything. Maybe we're supposed to stamp something there, like the branch. Okay. And then one more set of greenery. The colors in this kit I really love. They're traditional Christmas. So there we go with that. So these I can put in my little bitty envelope so they don't go missing. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these sheets. So there we go. Lots of goodies to work with there. All right, and then we have our card bases. Excuse me. And it looks like they are a tri-fold, which is kind of interesting. But you know me, I will not use this as a card base. I always like to put them on my thick white card bases anyway. But the good news is we have 3 panels to work with. And this looks like a window punched out. And if you can see, it also has that green foiling around the edges and the inside there. So that would work with the Garden Meadow suite, like we have a window cut out in that one as well. All right, so that is one card base, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. All right, and this is just my window that came out, or came out of another one, I guess. Okay, and then we have these beautiful labels, again, with the foiled sides. I think that's kind of getting some of the glow. So those are gorgeous. We have 2 of those sheets, so a total of 12. So if you're going to make these as is, they gave us 2 extra in case you mess up, because as is it would make 10 cards. And then we have another tri-fold card base. Oh, and look at that. That is also green foiled piece on this sky right there. So, and this has a punch out. Okay, just a square punch out. Now, when you punch these out, you may notice some little nibs, what I call them. And I just take my scissors and go along and cut those off. Okay, just go right along the edge and your fine point scissors will get them. Okay, that just makes it more smooth. You could also take a sanding block and just kind of smooth that out. But here's our second base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So quite a bit of material to work with here. This is going to create a great challenge for me. I always love the challenge of making alternatives. So let me get all the goodies and put them in my box. I do like to go over the instructions in case you are one of those that just wants to make it as is. So now you can see I have all my stuff in this envelope and don't have to keep it in the bulky box. All right. Oh, and then this. So they started sending this, I don't remember when they started, but they no longer print the images on the stamp acetate here. You get this. Now I just store mine in my Avery Elle envelopes that I love to store my kits in. Let me see if I have an example here. Well, I don't have one on my desk. I was working real hard to clear everything off to prepare for getting this paper pumpkin. Let me grab one for you. So this is the September one, and if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine, you should have received this in the mail already. I send those out, and we'll be sending out the October one sometime in November, once I can also send any thank you gifts along with that. So also check my Etsy shop. I have a cut file that cuts the words out. I don't know if I announced this to Paper Pumpkin people, but the Stampin' Up! Police told me I could no longer sell traced images of stamps. I can do the sentiments, but they said I can't do the images. So that's just bad news. I have to share with you on that. I was having a lot of fun making them. I will do a cut file for the words of this one as well and put that on my Etsy shop. There's a link to that in the description box below. You can also go to my title page, and it shows several different links of where you can shop Stampin' Up! 24/7, shop with the host code, my Etsy shop, my Amazon storefront to find all these favorite things. So that's the best way to find those links. All right, let's get back to the brochure. So this is how they're meant to be made, and where maybe I'm still worried about that little cutout. Let's kind of check out what that's for. Okay, I see here they say for card number 2 you're going to use all these supplies, and then down here they show how to make it. So actually they're just going to group these up. So this bird that wasn't attached to anything looks like he's just behind there. So that's what they did with that. So that makes sense. But these are the instructions. I call them much like IKEA instructions. They're picture instructions. And just know that, you know, you're going to use tear and tape, and these little hexagons or octagons are the dimensionals. And it shows what to ink up, so forth and so on. So I can see here what they did with that kit. All right, so these are your instructions. And also, if you're taking this on the go and you need a ruler, I want to point out there is a ruler on the instructions right here. So you can always refer to that if you are taking this on the go and you need a ruler. All right, so that is the unboxing of this kit. I got to get the the inspiring brain waves moving so I can work on some alternatives for this kit. I've been looking forward to this one. It is as beautiful as I thought it would be, and hopefully your kit comes in soon. Let me switch to myself. So thanks for joining me, everyone. Again, if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would greatly appreciate you hit the subscribe button for my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any alternatives I make with this kit. The best compliment you can give me is a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this with your other paper crafting friends. So until my next video, have a great day, everyone, and I hope you get your kit soon. All right, bye-bye, everyone.